ocean is full of mysteries, but few are as captivating or as unsettling as the idea of being swallowed by a giant whale. It's a scenario that has appeared in myths, horror stories, and even scientific speculation. But how real is this possibility? What would it actually feel like to be inside the body of one of Earth's largest animals? Whales are not just massive, they're also incredibly powerful. Some species can grow over 100 feet long and weigh more than 200 tons. Their mouths, which can span several meters wide, are designed for hunting vast quantities of prey in a single gulp. But what happens when something unexpected, like a human, enters that space? This video will take you on an exploration of the biology, behavior, and environment of these incredible creatures. We'll examine whether such an event is even possible, how the body would react to being inside a whale, and what might happen if it did occur. We'll also look at real-life encounters with whales, some of which have left humans alive and others that have resulted in tragic outcomes. By understanding the science behind these animals, we can better appreciate their power and the delicate balance of life beneath the waves. So, let's dive into the depths of this terrifying yet fascinating scenario and uncover what would really happen if you were swallowed by a giant whale. Whales belong to the group known as cetaceans, which includes dolphins and porpoises. Unlike fish, they are mammals, meaning they breathe air, give birth to live young, and nurse them with milk. Their streamlined bodies allow them to move efficiently through water, while their massive size helps them conserve heat in cold ocean environments. The mouth of a whale is one of its most remarkable features. Some species have rows of baleen plates that filter tiny organisms from the water, while others use teeth to catch larger prey. The sheer volume of water they can take in during a single gulp is staggering. Some whales can consume several tons of food in one feeding session. But what about their internal anatomy? Inside a whale's body lies an intricate system of organs and tissues designed to support its massive size. Its heart, for example, can weigh over 100 pounds and pump blood through the entire body with incredible efficiency. The digestive system is also highly specialized, capable of processing vast amounts of food in short periods. Understanding these biological adaptations helps us grasp the scale of what would happen if a human were to be swallowed by one of these giants. It's not just about size, it's about how their bodies are built for survival in an environment that can be both beautiful and deadly. As we move forward, we'll explore the mechanics of swallowing itself, how whales take in food, what happens inside their bodies, and whether a human could even survive such an event. When a whale takes in water and prey, it does so through a process called filter feeding for baleen whales or predatory swallowing for toothed species. The mouth opens wide, allowing the whale to engulf large volumes of water and prey at once. For baleen whales, this is followed by closing their mouths and using the baleen plates to strain out the water, leaving behind a meal rich in nutrients. For toothed whales like sperm whales or orcas, the process is different. They use their teeth to grasp and swallow prey whole, often consuming large animals such as squid or seals. The throat of these whales is designed to expand significantly during feeding, allowing them to accommodate prey that can be several feet long. But what would happen if a human were to enter this space? Would the whale simply swallow us whole, or would it attempt to expel us? This depends on the species and the circumstances. Some whales may mistake humans for prey, especially in murky waters where visibility is low. The internal environment of a whale's body is also crucial to consider. The pressure inside their stomachs can be immense, and the digestive system is designed for processing large quantities of food quickly. A human would not only face physical challenges, but also potential chemical exposure from the whale's bodily fluids. As we continue, we'll explore what actually happens to a human inside a whale's body, what they might experience, how long they could survive, and whether there are any documented cases of such an event occurring in reality. Once inside a whale's stomach, a human would immediately face extreme conditions. The temperature of the water inside the whale's body is similar to that of the surrounding ocean, but the pressure and movement could be disorienting. The walls of the stomach are lined with muscular tissue that contracts to aid in digestion, which could cause significant discomfort or even injury. The digestive system of a whale is highly acidic, designed to break down large amounts of food quickly. A human would not only face physical trauma but also potential chemical exposure from the whale's bodily fluids. The stomach acid alone could be corrosive enough to cause severe burns and internal damage within minutes. However, it's important to note that whales do not typically swallow humans whole. Most encounters between humans and whales are accidental or result from mistaken identity. In many cases, whales may simply push the human out of their mouth without causing serious harm. But in other instances, especially with larger species like sperm whales or blue whales, the outcome could be fatal. There have been documented cases where humans have survived being inside a whale's body for short periods. These rare incidents often involve smaller whales and situations where the individual was not fully swallowed but rather trapped temporarily. Such events are both extraordinary and deeply unsettling. As we move forward, we'll explore what happens to those who do survive such an event, and whether there are any scientific theories or real-life accounts that support these claims. Survival in such an environment would be extremely unlikely. The combination of physical trauma, chemical exposure, and the sheer size of the whale makes it nearly impossible for a human to survive long enough to be expelled or rescued. However, there are rare instances where individuals have been found alive after being inside a whale's body, though these cases are often the result of unique circumstances. One such case involves a man who was swallowed by a sperm whale in 1970 and later survived after being released back into the ocean. His survival is attributed to the fact that he was not fully engulfed, but rather trapped inside the whale's mouth for several hours before being expelled. This incident highlights both the danger and the unpredictability of such encounters. Scientific studies have also explored the possibility of humans surviving inside a whale's body. Researchers suggest that while the physical conditions are extreme, there may be scenarios where a human could survive if they were not fully swallowed or if the whale did not attempt to digest them immediately. However, these cases remain extremely rare and largely anecdotal. The key factors in survival would include the species of whale involved, the depth of the water, the individual's physical condition, and whether the whale intended to consume them as prey. In most cases, however, the outcome is not survivable. As we conclude this exploration, let's reflect on what these encounters reveal about whales, and why it's so important to respect their natural habitat and behavior. Throughout history, there have been numerous reports of people being attacked or trapped by whales. Some of these incidents resulted in tragic outcomes, while others ended with the individual surviving against all odds. These stories are not just cautionary tales. They provide valuable information about whale behavior and the dangers they pose to humans. One of the most famous cases involves a man who was swallowed by a sperm whale in 1970. He survived after being released back into the ocean, an event that shocked scientists and the public alike. His survival is attributed to the fact that he was not fully engulfed but rather trapped inside the whale's mouth for several hours before being expelled. Other incidents have been more tragic. In 2018, a man in Australia was attacked by a humpback whale after swimming too close to it. The whale rammed him with its head, causing severe injuries that ultimately led to his death. These events highlight the unpredictable nature of whale behavior and the risks humans face when entering their environment. Despite these dangers, many people still choose to swim or dive near whales, drawn by their beauty and majesty. However, it's crucial to remember that these are wild animals with powerful instincts, and respect for their space is essential. As we wrap up this journey through the depths of this terrifying yet fascinating scenario, let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible creatures we've explored and the importance of coexisting with them in harmony. Whales are among the most fascinating creatures on Earth. Majestic, powerful, and full of mystery. Their biology is a marvel of evolution, and their behavior continues to surprise scientists and observers alike. Yet, they are also wild animals with instincts that can be unpredictable and dangerous. The idea of being swallowed by one of these giants is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. It reminds us of the vastness of the ocean and the incredible diversity of life that exists beneath its surface. At the same time, it serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting nature and understanding the creatures we share our planet with. While survival in such an event is extremely unlikely, the stories of those who have encountered whales, whether through accident or curiosity, offer valuable lessons about coexistence, caution, and respect. These encounters remind us that even the most beautiful creatures can be dangerous if approached without care. So next time you see a whale from a safe distance, remember the power and majesty of these giants and the importance of keeping your distance. The ocean is full of wonders, but it's also home to some of the most powerful animals on Earth. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the depths of one of nature's greatest mysteries. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore more stories that blend science, mystery, and wonder.